Super fast orders in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine runs fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTT3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Black metal flow, pounding beats to inside. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast tortoise, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast tortoise does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun, enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Well, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. You know, you want some good tortoise, hillbilly, KJ, cowboy, Dan, hellbilly, muggle, could you, dude? Hey, what's up?
What's up? Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. We got a whole packed house today, and we got a packed show today. In fact, this show is so packed today, I did not expect it to be as packed as it is now because we got some breaking news. First, I'm going to shout out Mitch from Commander's Quarters for bringing this to our attention. But I think in the spirit of the show, because the title of the topic, we have to talk about this, before we get to the topic. It's important because I still believe that the topic of the day, magic still brings good vibes, is still a good thing. But what I'm talking about, it talks about the health of Hasbro. But before we get there, how are you doing, hillbilly?
Doing pretty good. Just still suffering from a dang on head cold. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
All right, quit suffering from your head cold. Just enjoy it. Embrace it. No, I'm kidding.
That's right. Wear a beanie. That keep your head warm.
Right. KJ, Cowboy Dan, how are you doing up there?
I'm glad I'm not suffering from head cold, as I am just a head in a jar. It's an entire body cold for me.
Right. Well, did you win the lottery or something? Because you look like you're floating in the money back there.
Oh, well, you know what? I decided I was going to take a trip to the money dimension. I'm not sure if you've ever been here, but you guys ought to visit. It's just like free money just floating around all over the place.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Free money floating all over the place. You know what that means? There's you can't spend it because it's the money of that dimension, and it's just every day. It's just as common as dirt.
Well, yeah, their economy is not all that great out there. They overprinted, I guess. WOTC should take a lesson from the economy in this place this void of money that I reside in currently, and they should go, okay, maybe we shouldn't be overprinting.
Right. Maybe.
Sorry, the hot topic.
Hot topic.
I'll be right back.
All right. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just a little chilly, but I've got my chair to keep me warm.
What's up? Good. I'm glad you got your chair to keep it warm. Set ablaze. Fire.
On fire.
This girl is on fire.
My whole body by the fire.
That's right. Well, I don't know if the fire will translate when you get to your new avatar in the future, but I bet you can't wait for your new avatar.
I know. I can't wait for it to be finished, and then it's going to hopefully move, and my kitties are going to move about.
She's going to get two avatars.
I'm just sat here. It's really
avatars.
Well, yeah, because one's a firebender, and the other one will be an airbender.
Yeah, right.
Why can't I bend all?
All right. Bad joke. All right. Moving full step away. Good, you dude. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Yes, it's a day off for me, so
Woo-hoo.
hey,
Hey,
woohoo!
I'm glad to see your handsome face. You look very familiar and rugged.
Yeah, I look rugged. I'm trying to do the mountain man
Yeah.
look. You
Oh,
know.
yeah. I mean, I bet it's nice that you can grow your beard out a little now.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna try and grow it like it was. I don't know if you remember what it was a few years
It was
back.
like down here a long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Then my
Yeah.
doctor made me shave it off, but now I'm rebelling and growing it back.
You're growing it back. So you can
Growing
become
it
a
back.
wizard. You can
But I'm
become a
no
wizard.
good. A wizard, yes, of 1,000 kings.
Mhm.
That's
Good morning,
right.
Captain Waffles.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning, Real Wiz. Woo woo. Backwoods.
Good morning.
Whoa.
Backwood.
Good
Chain
morning.
Shaker.
K
Oh, yeah.
Shaker, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
I said hello to them. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Hillbilly. Woo woo. Hello. Yeah, yeah.
Mrs. Hillbilly.
So, I'm moving forward, step away, so I can't really introduce him. But, hot topic, right? Let me share the screen. Print screen. All right. Let's see. Share screen.
All right.
All right. So, Hasbro's sued in an investor suit for allegedly lying about overpurchased inventory after pandemic demand, right? So normally I don't cover stuff, but this seems like big news. So the self-described investors' right law firm filed a lawsuit Wednesday alleging that Hasbro, the tabletop gaming and toy company, misrepresented its excessive inventory to investors, something that the firm says is a violation of federal securities laws. Polygon reached Hasbro to comment and has not yet to come back. Bernstein Litzowitz, I hope I said that right, Berger and Grossman, the law firm, filed a complaint in New York court on behalf of the West Palm Beach Firefighters Pension Fund,
Ooh.
asking the court to grant the case the class action status, meaning other investors and stock purchasers can participate. Hasbro, like other gaming companies, saw a boost in the interest and sales during the pandemic when people were looking for things to do in their homes. Games were an obvious choice. The lawsuit alleges Hasbro purchased investor inventory to meet that demand, but ended up buying too much. Ooh. Hasbro allegedly told investors the high purchasing was necessary to mitigate supply chain risk and meet consumer demand ahead of 2022 holiday season. According to the lawsuit, when the inventory sat, Hasbro said the stock reflected outstanding and anticipated demand, and not a decreased demand. The lawsuit alleges Hasbro was intentionally misleading investors and knew it, overpurchased inventory to an extent that significantly outpaced customer demand. The timeline makes sense. 2022 is when the world started opening up more broadly, and people were eager to get out of their houses.
Yep.
And the lawsuit thing goes on and further, just kind of describing all that stuff. But like, just basically, since the pandemic, when the pandemic hit, their profits soared, and they've been trying to keep up ever since, which has been a discussion that has been huge. And they've been making money. Wizards have been making money, but Hasbro's been fudging numbers to help make that money. Is what the lawsuit's saying.
Ooh. So they're trying to keep the profits up to make the company desirable for investors.
Right. So from what it sounds like is Hasbro's like printed too much product, and maybe I'm wrong. They bought some of their own product to show that product is moving. I do not fully understand that, so I can't really get into the depths of that. But the fact that this is happening has got me worried for Hasbro, not for Wizards of the Coast, because I got a feeling Wizards of the Coast are going to do just fine.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Wizards is fine, but Hasbro ain't.
All right, so
Yep.
we'll figure more
So-
about it.
Who's suing Hasbro? I mean, Hasbro's being sued, or
Hasbro's being sued, yes.
by
It
the
was in beginning.
investors, by the investors of the company.
The investor right law firm filed lawsuit Wednesday. So it's
Gotcha,
from the investor, and they're trying to get more investors in on the claim.
gotcha.
Didn't this similar thing just happen not too long ago with Disney?
Yeah,
Seems
right.
like this is like a trend in like corporate America. Rip off the investors.
Right. Which is
Well,
a bad idea. Do not bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying?
well, I think that once a company starts making money and it's legit money, then they want to keep that trend going. And some companies budget. This happens all the time. We just don't hear about it because it's not in our realm of interest.
Right. And Cane Shaker, I'll do my best not to accidentally do that again.
Hey, Cane Shaker.
Okay, check out. So whatever's happening in this market, Hasbro needs to fix itself.
Yep.
They need to defend themselves. They need to do good at that.
Yeah,
They need to fix themselves. They need to accurately describe things. Like, I know the point of the company for each year is to outdo what they did the previous year, but the pandemic was just such a black swan event that it happened once in a lifetime kind of thing. They've been trying to keep up with that ever since. And like I saw the sales and they dropped really quick after the pandemic and picked back up, but then they've never been back up to that spike that they hit during the pandemic time.
I mean, what they should have understood was that in the pandemic, things are going to go up. Those people were staying at home, and they needed something to do since they had to stay home. So they went into games.
Yep. MetaMark.
But they gotta understand that was just then. But
Right.
after the pandemic was over with, people started going back to work and back to school and all of that. So that's going to make that peak where they peaked out during the pandemic go down.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take that into consideration. It don't seem like.
Well, what
they need to be honest about everything.
Yeah. The important thing is the stock price, and I think the investors want bang for their buck. It doesn't matter if you're $1,000 investor or a $10 billion investor. You still want your money back. You don't want it to go backwards. But the economy is what it is. I'm far from an expert on economics of corporate world. But I just watch the news once in a while, and it happens a lot.
Well, it sounds simply like this. There was a large demand for the supply they had during COVID,
right?
And they tried keeping the supply equal to that demand, even though the demand diminished more, right? So
I mean, the demand was never going to stay after COVID. After COVID, people stopped being stuck in their houses. As much as they may have wanted to continue playing Magic, as much as they did, you then had to return to the real world.
Right. It's not like everybody's getting stimmy checks anymore to get extra money to purchase stuff that they don't need. That's what a lot of people did with stimulus checks. They purchased a lot of stuff they didn't need. They didn't take care of their bills like crazy. They this is extra. We're going to spend it like extra money.
The pandemic saw something.
As long as I pay my rent, I don't care about whether I need food or electric or any of the other stuff. So long as I've got rent paid, so I have a house, and then I can just have cards.
That's
right. See, the problem with the pandemic, when it comes down to supply and demand, the pandemic did something that happens every year after the holidays.
Right.
And we saw this trend with the Tickle Me Elmo having been under underproduced and then overproduced after the holidays. See, with supply and demand, you have the demand now. Unfortunately, supply takes time. So by the time that supply is available for your now demand, it's later when the supply is out there. So
Exactly.
so that creates a problem. So like after the pandemic ended, everybody's supply and demand, they wanted things now. They wanted their games now. They wanted their things now. So much in fact that Uber Eats and all these other delivery companies became popular during the pandemic, more so than they were beforehand, because everybody wanted their things now, and they got used to that. Now the pandemic was a long period of now where the supply came out like too late, and that's an issue with that as well. A lot of people don't realize when it comes down to the supply and demand, when there's a overproduction or even that kind of situation after the fact.
No, you're right. You're right. It's like I watched a documentary on the fast food chain and why they're so expensive now, and it's because of the pandemic time. A lot of it, because one, the pandemic just exploded and people couldn't leave their houses, so Uber Eats and DoorDash and stuff got very popular, and they started ordering. Right, they started ordering all this food. Well, a lot of stuff that happened was, one, stores had to start purchasing more to-go products, like paper goods, like travel, like paper bags, paper cups with lids, more straws and stuff like that. They ended up having anything for delivery. They had to prepare for delivery that added to their cost. Then orders started getting messed up, so they started having to accumulate funds to make up for bad orders, because they can't just take the food back and give a new order and resell the food. No, they just lost a lot of money in that part. So in the end, they had to meet that demand. Plus, delivery fees changed back then because the companies realized, like I know for a fact, the companies realized someone will pay $30 a meal than pay $10 a tip. You know, so they realized people are willing to spend more money on this food. So this is why we got $50 for 2 meals at Burger King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Yeah, but they're trying to, they're trying to balance it back out again. The fast food prices might be coming down. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I don't eat out that much anymore. But.
Well, right now, fast food is they're trying to regulate the prices to meet the demand. That's why you're seeing a resurgence in value meals come back.
Yeah,
I mean, don't forget the price of beef and stuff went up during this. There's this natural cost that occurred in such demand. Like during the pandemic, when people just exploded by ordering food out all the time, which we didn't, but there's a lot of people who order food like crazy. Buying those burgers, they had to buy more beef, and even the butcher market had to adjust to that.
Yeah.
So like after like these times where people get used to having what they want now, and the supply and demand finally fills through, and it's going to raise prices. Companies are going to think, well, you paid for this over and over again during this point in time, and that's also the problem with after like holidays as well. So like that supply and demand fluctuates everything when there's a gotta have it now moment, particularly the pandemic, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, 4th of July, fortunately for those holidays, unlike the pandemic, those holidays, those companies have been around long enough to be able to go, oh, you know what? This was just a seasonal fluke. It happens every year. It doesn't affect anything. But the pandemic, with things like magic in particular, and a lot of things that people are able to spend their money on that were luxury items, so to speak, because you weren't spending your money on gasoline going places during the pandemic. So you had that extra money to spend on your luxuries. These companies like Hasbro said, okay, well, we see that there's more toy sales going on right now. People must have more money. They didn't have the mathematics installed to predict something like the change in the economy on the retailer side and also on the manufacturer side.
Right.
Yeah.
And here we are. And here we are, stroking Hillbilly's ego again because we're talking about food.
That's right.
Oh
Darn
yeah.
Darn us.
When you forget to turn off unmute your mic, lol.
Right.
I've been talking to myself for a while now, but no one's responding.
Oh, Mugen. It's all right. We all forget to unmute ourselves every now and again.
I'm sorry that happened.
It's okay.
I was
I'm
muted. I was muted for a whole conversation a couple days ago.
That's true. He didn't realize he was muted. We thought he was just being quiet.
Yep.
Oh, my
Yeah,
Lord.
muted.
But still. I'm very interested to see where this is going. And now I know I'm interested to see where we're going. And we are going to.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Now, back on track to the topic of the day. We need to get back on track to where we were going. It's actually the topic in the title. But in order to do that, we need to get to the first step of the show where we talk about something certain. Hillbilly, what is that something certain we need to get to?
Card of the day.
Card of the day.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
right. Oh, there's a card of the day. Liliana the Necromancer. Hillbilly, why don't you read this card?
Sure.
She looks cool.
Liliana the Necromancer. 5 mana, 3 and 2 black, 4. Comes in with 4 loyalty counters. +1. Give her 1 loyalty counter for +1. And target player loses 2 life. Then you minus a loyalty counter off of her and return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
Ooh.
Then you do a -7 loyalty to her and destroy up to 2 target creatures.
Ooh.
Put up to 2 creature cards from the graveyards onto the battlefield under your control.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad for 5 mana. You know, also not bad. Boom. Liliana Death Mage. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Liliana Death Mage costs 4 generic, 2 black, 4 loyalty. +1, return up to 1 target creature card from graveyard to your hand. -3, destroy target creature. Its control loses 2 life. Or -7, target creature loses 2 life for each creature card in their graveyard. But the cool thing about these 2 cards is these 2 cards will be given away during the auction together.
Oh.
So if you're, and here's how it's going to work. If you're auctioning and you win some bids, you will be put on a wheel spin to win some prizes. Because people who participate in the auction and win some bids are people who are spending money. Well, the people spending money will have the chance to but a chance to win these winnings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, karma.
So that's that. Let me check Kepo's chat. Yeah. Cane checker. Yeah, I know what it's like to be muted, kicked out of the curb on the street. Some card on the auction, I bet.
You're not going to be reminded about that next year. You know that, right? We're just going to come up to almost Christmas time next year, and Cane Shaker is going to go, "You remember that time you banned me?"
Right? Well, I guess you should have been shaking that cane at the computer, you know? This computer gives him so much trouble in general. Like there'll be times he'll call me. It's like, I missed half the stream. My computer messed up. I had to beat it with my cane and shake my cane at it. One of my favorites, Gisa. That's right.
That's a sign that the producer wants you to start the show all over again and do it from the beginning. All right, take it again from the top.
Hold on a second. All right, so yeah, so she's the card of the day because she's going to be given away during those two cards together will be given away during the auction. But now, let's get some pictures of the day. The pictures of the day. Boom.
Cool.
Woohoo!
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings, unless you're a Decepticon.
Unless you're a Decepticon.
Oh yeah. like I'm looking at this meme. I'm like, he's a truck. Why does he need a handgun?
Yeah.
He has a cannon in the back of his trailer part.
Right,
Yep.
right. He has a lot of weapons. He has a glowing mace of some sort, or like an axe. He has an axe that he could be using. But no, whoever made this meme just went all crazy with the hand. All right, next picture. When Optimus Prime sees that Michael Bay Transformers look like garbage. No doubt. But then, Prime Day has become too commercialized, and everyone's forgotten the true meaning of the holiday. He
Oh,
died. That's right. 1980s kids can feel this meme. That's right.
the only true Transformers movie.
Only true. The one where they Hasbro killed a lot of characters off just because of a toy line they wanted to redo.
Yep.
Then I am Optimus Prime, and you're reading this in Peter Cullen's voice.
It's true.
Someone on a phone or something?
Sorry, let me mute my mic. I think Grandma's talking to my brother.
All right, Optimus Prime. Because I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Dun, 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 dun. You know, you're a fan of Transformers. If you read that in Peter Cullen's voice, it should just come naturally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember these coming out, but I don't know when. It had to be 2000s, maybe.
This particular toy franchise cartoon came out in the 80s. You bought Ryan a lot of Transformer toys and left me out in the cold because I was too young or something. But I
too young. You know that.
Yeah, I think it was like 1984.
And they came out in 1984, which is the year I was born. The movie came out in 1986. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My entire childhood right there in one meme.
Yep. And now, if you have a picture today that you want to share with us on stream, it doesn't have to fit a theme. If you think it's funny or great that you want to share it, in Discord where you can share that picture today and you can participate in the show right there. Be awesome. Be amazing. But with the same, going with the question today, if you have a question today, you can definitely put a question today on Discord in the video question segment, and we'll share your question today. But now we got to get to the question day segment.
Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day.
Question of the day comes to us by AI version of Optimus Prime. Let's see what he asks.
Question: what is your favorite collectible item you own?
Collectible item you own.
Favorite collectible item? I'm gonna have to say my magic cards.
Magic cards. Like, is there a particular magic card you love the most?
Doubling season.
Doubling season. Backwards says guns. Guns are his favorite thing. Yeah, doubling season is a good one. Oh yeah. So I didn't know what you sending me because you said you might be sending me stuff for the auction. I'm like, if you send me doubling season, I'm just going to send that right back to you. Thank God you didn't send me doubling season because I would have been pissed to that because I knew how much you love that card.
Yeah. That I do. That's why I got it on. That's why I got it over here on the wall. Actually, it's all those cards that got on the wall. My faves.
KJ, what's one of your favorite collectibles?
All right, so it's a July 1977 issue of the Brave and the Bold. Batman teams up with the Metallic Men.
Metallic Men.
If you guys are familiar with this team, they are superheroes that all have some sort of metal power. They're cheesy. They're great. I'm pretty sure DC's touched on them. They're very underrated. And this 1977 issue of Brave and the Bold is my pride and joy.
I thought you was going to say. I thought you was going to say something about an episode of The Bold and Beautiful.
All right.
My pride and joy for comics would be my my Godzilla one, the first of the Marvel Godzilla ones.
Nice.
Sitting there in its display, looking all so pretty.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got every issue of the Marvel set of Godzilla, and they're all just sat in their little sleeves because I don't want to damage them.
American
but
print
I want to
or
read
UK
them at the
print?
same time.
American print?
I'm guessing American print. I don't think there's. Is there a difference between American print?
Oh, it'll have the see when Marvel UK did their thing, they had the they released everything a couple years later. So I'm just assuming that you have the American print.
I believe, yeah, it is. It's got cents on, so yes, it's the American print. I mean,
Right.
I
That's
don't
worth
even
some
know
money.
if there was Marvel UK at that time. I don't think Marvel UK came out till after the Marvel Godzilla series.
I
don't know.
There's a lot.
This series from the 70s.
That's pretty cool. Like if you're a fan of Godzilla, that's probably one hot issue.
Oh yeah, that's valuable.
Oh,
issue.
it's awesome. Like
Mhm.
Godzilla's amazing, and now we got Godzilla and Marvel clashing.
Marvel. Marvel did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day too.
So did Archie.
Meaningful. Is there anything that you have collecting that's your favorite?
I like collecting like imports from video games that are in English. That's what I got 2 video games that never came to America that are Gundam based but are in English.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
I got Gundam Breaker 3, which we got 4. We didn't get 3, 1, 2, or 3, but we got 4, which doesn't make sense. But
well, it's like in America, we got Super Mario Brothers. We got Super Mario Brothers 2, which is actually not a Super Mario's game in other countries.
Yeah.
Then we got Super Mario Brothers 3, which was Super Mario Brothers 3, but Super Mario's 2 in America is what we know as Lost Levels.
Right.
So there's a lot of gray area. A lot of gray area in video games. So I understand, but you got English dub versions of games that you wouldn't normally get in America.
You're right.
That's awesome. Well, Tortoise got something he loves as his pride and joy. What? No way. It's a Transformer. Totally cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
That one looks like it cost a pretty penny.
I actually got, well, it does cost a pretty penny, but I got it for really cheap a long time ago for Valentine's Day. Like, I paid $50 for this and a handful of Transformers, and people were just liquidating inventory. But this is Optimal Optimus. This is from the American lore. This is a version of Beast Wars Optimus Primal, enhanced by Peter Collins Optimus Prime in the Beast Wars series. And this card is good. Like, he is 99% complete. He's like the only thing he's missing is one of these missiles. He has 3 or 4 missiles he's supposed to have, right? And like, lights up. That's all he does is lights up. They say he has 4 different transforming modes, but 2 of the transforming modes are so similar. He might as well matter. I don't transform as much as possible, but this is Optimal Optimus. Yeah. Gary Chalk is a voice actor, and like amazingly enough, Gary Chalk plays in some Hallmark movies. So sometimes when my wife is watching a Hallmark movie The highlight of the movie is Gary Chalk, the voice of Optimal Optimus, is in that movie.
That's what my grandma watches occasionally too.
Right.
It's Hallmark.
But Coogee Dude's back. Where'd you go, Coogee Dude?
I had a technical issue over on my side, so I had to fix it.
No, so what would you say? What would you say is one of your greatest collectibles? One of your favorite things that are collectible?
For me?
Yeah, you.
One of my favorite things is collectible. Well, one of my favorite things is I do collect vintage audio,
right,
from the 70s and 80s. I do have stuff older than that and a little newer than that, but nothing newer than I think nothing newer than 2000. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff work. I mean, it's old.
Right.
40, 50 years old. I love cassettes. I love reel-to-reels. I'm one of these guys who are in cassettes. Cassettes are making a comeback, especially in Europe. They're making a big comeback in the Slavic countries.
Right.
And they're making a comeback here, but people don't understand them too much unless you've been on it forever. And records, I collect records, but I stopped collecting because I had no more room for any more.
Well, here the other day, I went to my local Sam's Club, walked in, went over to electronics. And lo and behold, I found a cassette player.
Nice.
They're in at Sam's Club in their little electronics place.
Yeah.
Right.
Little fact: after Guardians of the Galaxy came out, the Sony cassette players of the 80s and 90s started selling like nobody's business at thrift shops. I saw this whole documentary about it. So,
nice.
But let me tell you a fact that anything made today that's brand new on the cassette deck is the cassette head itself. Every single model is the same one, the same head, the same erase head. Sometimes it's just a magnet. Back in the day, every company made their own, which made it special. So, like, I have some boom boxes that have the same head in it, and you can buy a Technics cassette deck, just like they made in the 70s and 80s. But the only difference is the head that makes it work. The head is what makes the sound. That is the same in every model produced by every company.
Right.
Yeah. That's
honestly, when it came to your favorite thing that you owned, I honestly thought he was going to say it was your radio that can play your records and your cassette tapes, because without it, you wouldn't be able to listen to all the music you had.
The radio that plays my cassette oh, you're talking about the receiver amplifier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you do need those, but you can actually have a cassette deck and plug headphones into them, and you can do it that way. You don't need a receiver or speakers or the fancy stuff. It got really big in the 80s. The 80s was a big thing for cassettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Cane Shaker says, I do own over 300 copies of the card called Duh. That's from an unset.
Oh.
Well, how many were printed? More than 300.
Wow.
Well, you might as well just be filling up an entire shelf now of this one card.
Well,
would you like to look at my card collection? We have duh, 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 duh. And then over on this shelf, we have duh, 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 and duh.
To be honest, you got storage boxes that hold like this big, that hold 500 to 5,000 counts cards. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. It's in a box, and he can pull one out anytime he wants to. So it's not like he's flooded his shelf with the card. Like, you should see this squeeze toys he sent me a long time ago. Holy cow. He sent me a lot of squeeze toys, and they take up this much space. And, he's not displaying them on the shelves. This is his favorite card that he's collected because the word duh.
You know what? You know what I got to say? You know what I got to say about that comment that you made there, Tortoise?
What?
Duh.
I knew that was coming. All right. I saw that coming.
Is that a Homer Simpson reference? Duh.
No, because that would be dough.
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 I stand corrected.
That's right.
I sit corrected.
As someone that shares the name of Homer Simpson, I feel a little disappointed he wouldn't know that.
Well, even though it's been on 47 years or something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So,
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flair. Supervised tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
all right, now let's get back on topic to the topic of the day. The topic of the day is Magic the Gathering still brings good vibes in the show. Time for monologue. If you guys love monologue. Magic the Gathering still brings good vibes to the world. No matter how much the game has evolved, the game still brings good vibes. I know a lot of changes, effects, and that determine players and collectors. Their way is thinking about the game. The people who are head deep into the game and collecting feel the changes. That says, I misspelled that word. A lot of people, but people feel the changes a lot. But people try to grow the game in their vision, and they have as if they have control over it, or can be controlled. Even resellers of Magic act like they're in a control state of factor for Magic the Gathering, even though they have no control. Like the predictability of the company, that is Wizards of the Coast. The factor of predictable behaviors often change in the company to fit the ever-growing market and player base. Magic still brings good vibes. The gameplay for Commander has gotten smoother. And over the years, Standard is now in a good place. Other formats are engaging with the changes. I see smaller groups of people trying to make waves in a pond when the pond is really an ocean and WOTC is a tidal wave. And they keep succeeding. Now, Magic is still an amazing game. People are having fun. The fun of the game forces people to not be set in an old way and even changing. Let's get into this conversation. All right. Whew. Now, that's a lot to bite off, especially after the first thing we talked about on the show is Wizards is ever changing. Right? Wizards is ever changing, and people are trying to keep controlling Wizards of the Coast as if they have control over an entire company full of thousands of people.
Yep.
Who are trying to meet the demands of millions.
I mean, what they're doing, they're flooding the game with these new cards, new IPs, which is great because it brings in new players. Because you got fans of these new IPs that they're getting, and that's great. I'm glad that Wizards is doing it, but I'm also not glad. I mean, I'm disappointed, but I'm also happy. So a little mixed feelings of both ends on that, but I'm glad they're doing it.
Like just a lot of things Wizards of the Coast are doing that you're like, I don't know, But there's a lot of I don't knows in Magic the Gathering, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
That's true.
I mean, you take Final Fantasy, Spider-Man. Can't wait for them to come out. Although they're going to be standard legal in all formats. That's the downside, but the upside is, hey, we can play those cards.
Oh yeah. Like Kane Check here. Changes all around. All right.
Yeah.
And here's some shiny duh. That's right. Changes. But yeah, so yeah, there's good Wizards of the Coast is ever evolving. Now, what Hasbro does is their own thing, and what Hasbro is doing could hurt WotC financially if they're like, because if we understand correctly what's happening is they're buying WotC product to fudge the numbers, and if they're misleading WotC, they're misleading the market, they're misleading profits. Because if WotC thinks they're doing successful, and the parent Hasbro is covering their trails to make them feel successful, so they keep being successful, it's going to hinder the company a bit.
Yep.
Right. But like Hasbro is a good company. Not Hasbro. WotC, Wizards of the Coast is a good company. They're doing a lot. They're doing a lot of design space. They're trying to grow and ever growing demand. But the truth is, from what we're looking at, the growth is the growth of the game is trying to be forced to exceed the amount of the growth that's happening in the market.
Exactly. I just hope that WotC doesn't have those blinders on, like they do with these when they train a horse. They put those blinders on the horse,
right,
to keep it from getting distracted. I hope that WotC does not have those blinders over their eyes and see that their product is getting bought out. I'm hoping it's not like that. Well, I do want WotC to succeed more than what they're doing. So they are succeeding what they're doing.
Right.
I want them to keep on succeeding because I love Magic, and I do want more and more, and they are providing that.
So you know what it sounds like? Sounds like a big, expensive company who makes lots of money needs a reality check because they're not making the money that they're saying they are. But
Right.
Magic the Gathering is still bringing good vibes. Who's beeping? Who's beeping?
Wasn't me.
What night?
That was not me.
That's
Not me.
No?
Not me.
Not me. I'm muted.
I don't know
Not
what
me.
that was.
It might have been me turning my heater on, maybe.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Well, that's
Your
fine.
your mic picks up a lot, KG dude.
I know.
He can't help it. He doesn't have a flaming wheelchair to keep him warm.
That's
He has to
right.
use a heater.
Thanks for the support, Hell Wheeler.
I feel sorry for you guys.
Nope.
Right. So the state of Magic, might be changing a little bit, but we're still loving the products that are coming out. We're still loving the IP things. There's a lot of people who are loving the changes, and there's people against the changes, but people are loving the changes. But the obvious thing is the truth needs to be out. The truth needs to be taken care of so they can honestly take care of their things in an honest way.
I mean, it's great that they're coming out with new IPs and everything. I mean, I do like it, but still.
Right. The game still has positive vibes.
I mean, it's still gonna be good, but I just wish they would focus maybe one less Universe Beyond and make it like four Magic the Gathering based sets and like 2 Universe Beyonds. Because having half is something else,
Right. Captain Waffle says my pizza rolls are done. That was the beeping. It was me. Tabal. Hey, welcome for being here.
Up to bolts.
Sup to ball.
You caught me. I was beeping that game shaker.
Everybody was beeping. Hey,
everybody's beeping. What are we in the 90s and everybody has a beeper?
that's right. I got a beeper still.
Nice.
I'm still looking for my beeper. I know it's here in the sun ain't gonna house somewhere.
It doesn't work because I don't have a number with it. But
Oh yeah.
I usually just when I had the beeper and my friends had the beeper, I would just usually send the beeper the message 58008.
So mature there, KJ. I mean, at least you get this message pop up on your screen like, KJ needs me.
Yeah, your friends that look at the beeper turn it upside down so it was proper.
Yep.
Proper.
All right.
Yes, I remember that.
Hey, Chicken says, so far so good. I haven't been kicked out today yet. That's right.
That's right.
Well,
You should have immunity, Cane Shaker.
So Wizards of the Coast is still bringing good vibes to the game. There's still stuff to look forward to, but the truth is how much product is going to be printed to the demand, right?
Right.
And where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna scroll up. Because look, we still got Spider-Man coming out in 2025. Woo!
Final Fantasy 2.
Final Fantasy. No one cares about Final Fantasy. No, I'm kidding. Final Fantasy's coming out, before Spider-Man. It's fact around Mugenful's birthday time.
Yep.
How many Spider-Mans can they make?
I guess I know what Mugenful's getting for his birthday then.
An infinite multiverse.
Depends if I have any left. It just depends on if I have left over for the game that's coming out in June that I've been waiting for like a few years now.
Mm-hmm. To answer Coogee Dude's question, how many Spider-Mans can they make? Well, they open it up so you can have infinite universes, so they can keep making Spider-Man until you're sick of it and tired of it, and they'll force feed it to you.
Well, they are going to have multiple Marvel sets. That's just the first Marvel set.
I got a more important question though. How many Spider-Mans can sling web if Spider-Man can swing web?
One Spider-Man can swing web by himself. The other ones have to use mechanized things. Oh, two Spider-Mans, because you got Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire,
right?
And you got Man Spider.
Right, Man Spider.
Spider.
That's true.
Well, I remember the comic book Spider-Man when I was a kid. Well, yeah. Didn't they have Spider-Man back in the olden days?
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe there was, yeah.
How many Spider-Man does it take to change a light bulb?
One. There you go.
No, you get Mary Jane to do it for you.
Nope, because none because they're all webs, so they can't do it.
I mean, Mary Jane was never going to be able to change a light bulb. She was going to do it, and then she was going to have to cry.
What variant of Mary Jane's changing the light bulb? Because the Mary Jane from Tobey Maguire films never helped Spider-Man out. Every other Mary Jane has helped Spider-Man out in other franchises, even Gwyneth.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy.
Yep.
Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
I prefer Ghost Spider-Gwen, but that's just me.
Spider-Gwen's an entirely different universe, though.
Now, back on track. The sets coming out this year. We got Aether Drift coming out, Final Fantasy, Tarkir, Edge of Eternity, Spider-Man, and some unannounced Universes Beyond set. Look, they're pushing to sell hard some good sets and some good IPs this year. So I don't know how much. I do not know how much Wizards knows about what's happened with Hasbro before the thing, but look, they're set up to succeed and sell a lot. Now, how are they going to do it? Are they going to beat records? Are they going to have realized records? I don't know. But look at all this. To me, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sets on this list that are going to bring good vibes to the game. Good things I'm looking forward to. Tarkir, Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternity, Spider-Man. Good vibes all around.
I mean, I'm ready to get all of these sets, to be honest. Because it's just Magic, and I enjoy the game, and so I'm ready for all of these sets to release.
Right. And I'm excited for Tarkir because of dragons. I'm excited for Edge of Eternities because of possible real Eldrazi's. And I say real because there should be real Eldrazi's in space where they live or whatever the Edge of Eternities, the blind Eternities are.
I think it's supposed to be like a place like purgatory, like in between life and death, but
yeah,
I could be wrong.
Somewhere. Time capsule. See, it's appropriate that he's here thinking of multiverses and stuff. Time capsule being the god of time and multiverse. He pulls the strings and changes things and controls things into his own way. Time capsule's made it. Like from the Loki series, how Loki ended up being the god of everything of the multiverse. That's time capsule. Just here on Earth. Oh. Karma. Anybody check out the Game Awards 24 nominations? I don't know half the games that came out in 2024. To be honest with you.
Oh, the one I probably won't win is an indie game that's nominated for Game of the Year.
That's because most games don't get nominated now for Game of the Year unless they manage to hit all those perfect woke things. So you've got to make sure.
I won't call the poker roguelike woke because poker's gambling and that's not very woke.
Yeah, I mean, most of them they've got like set to be able to be nominated for a game award. Then you've got to have sort of like have your company have a
The thing is
diverse.
A lot of the companies that get those game awards are not they are hitting all those steps that they need to hit though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah, they've trademarked the game show now. So the Game Award show, you can't run anything that's named the same. Of course, you can just name it Video Game Awards. But yeah, because their nominations are they're not really the top games. They're just the games that fit the little model that they have for who can get awards. There are some of the most amazing games that got released this year that aren't up for nominations.
Well, we know a lot of it has to deal with money and how much makes money. That's why you're going to see Monopoly Go on that list of games 2024 because they made the most money this year. Jeez.
Yep.
I really don't know.
In-app purchases do help that.
I mean, Black Wukong, that game is amazing, and that sold so well, but that's not up for Game Awards.
Actually, it is.
Oh, is it? Have they changed it? Last I saw it wasn't.
Yeah, it's up for one of the main awards.
Cool.
That,
Oh,
Fantasio, Astrobot, yeah, it is.
Okay, then.
That's how much yet.
I stand corrected. Last time I looked, I didn't see it on there.
But still, Game Awards at all. Magic the Gathering got accepted into the. No, not Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering's in the World Hall of Fame, I believe. Transformers this year got in the Hall of Fame this year, and Magic the Gathering should be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look how popular Magic is. Look how long it's been around. So you can expect it to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's the very first trading card game. It deserves it more than any other card game for that fact alone.
Yep. But back into the topic of the day, Magic brings good vibes. It's still bringing good vibes no matter what's going on in the world at the moment. Like, look, to be honest with you, if Wizards of the Coast had to shut down for some reason, we still have our cards. Doesn't mean we'll stop playing.
Exactly.
Oh, the game will never end. The cards have been released. They are out there. It doesn't matter whether no more cards are ever released. The games will still live on, and it will still be played because the content, the game, the idea, all of that, it's out there already.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, Hellwiller just unleashed. This is the game that never ends. on my friends. People
started playing it, not knowing what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll continue playing it just forever, just because.
I must be the only one who's out of the loop here, right?
Don't feel bad for you, dude. I'm not out of it too.
Hey, let that guy into chat. I sent him a link if he wanted to join. but now we're like close to the closing ceremony of things.
Yep.
Because we want to make sure everybody knows that Magic brings good vibes. Magic brings good vibes all around, no matter the changes, right? Positive changes, different changes. You may be adverse to changes, but you know what? A lot of people say I don't like Magic are still picking up decks and playing. There's some people who've turned around and said I stopped playing standard Magic or newer Magic, but they're still playing the game in some form of Magic, like old Magic. You know, Magic is still a good thing. Still a good thing. Hasbro, on the other end, the company I used to talk to through letters, I can't talk for them. Someone just got a message.
Not I.
It was me. It's my fault.
Everybody making everybody popular, huh?
Yeah, now my clock's going off, so hang on.
We're good.
Could you do just in making the show that bit more interesting with multiple different sound effects going off at random points?
Yeah.
He does.
It's
Yeah.
just a good thing those sounds are not copyrighted, right?
They're not.
Oh crud! Here we go again.
Uh,
None of them are copyrighted. They're
No.
out public domain.
That's right. Public domain. Oh man. Oh, all it does is really just distracts my brain when I'm trying to keep on a topic. That's all it is. There's nothing bad about it.
Yeah.
Because being good vibes is like one of those things that we need to keep up in the community and be positive about things. Because there's a lot of negativity that flies about. Like there's this guy out there trying to make a format specifically against Universes Beyond. They're being biased against Universes Beyond, even though Universes Beyond is making waves the way it is. Now, we don't know the future of Universes Beyond. We don't know how people will react to it. We don't know how people are going to vote with their wallets with it. But, people are just not wanting. Some people, a small amount of people at the moment, they might grow, are dead set against Universes Beyond. But no matter if you like Universes Beyond or not, one of them is going to speak to you and probably turn some of you into hypocrites because you'll have to buy, that Universes Beyond that's like SpongeBob or Jurassic Park or Transformers or whatever's up your alley. Like, we know someone who's going to buy Final Fantasy when they can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. When I can, I'm going to try to get a host case and put it up for investment.
I mean, I
Investment.
don't collect the cards anymore, but I'm probably going to try and get hold
if I
of
really want to play
money
Magic
space
Gathering,
for the Doctor
I
Who set.
got Forge, I got Arena. I don't have to open the set.
But what do you want to finger through the cards, see what you got?
I can always do that in Arena and in Forge too.
Yeah, Arena sucks.
Forge is pretty good though. If you like a little adventure game, trying to
Arena doesn't let you dust your collection and keeps cards you don't want, so it makes filtering harder.
But at least with Forge, you can sell your cards you get and get gold for it. So you buy other cards you won't.
I'm surprised Hibley hasn't quit Arena and created his own version of Magic on demand. Like he's very very talented with coding and everything. He created his own Magic the Gathering game.
If only I was. If only that was the truth.
Right. Well, like what were we listening to earlier? Magic the Gathering's creating their video game version of Commander.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They are in Hasbro now. This ain't WOTC. Hasbro is trying to create their own arena game, but it's going to be Commander and it's going to be separate from WOTC Arena. So it's going to be kind of like Arena, but it's 4 players and it's separate from Arena.
That's going to be difficult to handle because the card base in Commander is huge.
Oh yeah,
huge.
I think it's in testing right now, but I really don't see how they're going to do it just because of the Commander being so huge in itself.
The card pull alone is huge in Commander.
Yeah, I mean, you take Standard for example. You compare Standard to Commander. Standard got 4 copies of a card. So that's pretty good, and it's digital format. So really, that's fine. But you take Commander, you can only use 1 copy.
Right.
By only being able to use 1 copy, that makes the card pool a whole lot bigger.
Right. That and there's like everything from Alpha and up, except for cards on the ban list, are legal in Commander. That's a huge bunch. But hey, if it works out, that's better for us.
I just hope it's not too expensive.
If it doesn't work out, if it doesn't work out, we didn't lose anything. So
right.
So check it out. Check it out. Check it out, everybody. Funk So Brava. Check it out. Check it out. Everybody, Funk So Brava.
Don't forget to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town.
Billy will play losers in hand. Magic the Gathering is where he stands. Booster, stack up like a dream in this world. He's the dream of opening fire, emotions on the wire. His hands are his tools for the fight. Flipping cards all through the night. Hopes and dreams in every pack. He won't ever turn his back. Fire in every pack. He opens.
Dad blight it.
Hey, everybody. Got a random tibalt here. All right, let's see what we get today.
Is he giving the pack good vibes?
I hope. That's why I put him there. I hope.
Come on, Pat.
Got an art card. All right. Ooh, nice. The signed art card.
Nice.
And we got a fully friendly goat. Alan. Ooh, nice. Kona Rescue Beastie.
Nice.
That's a good hit. Rootwise Survivor. Greenhouse and Riggedy Gazebo.
Ew.
Drag to the Roots. Willing Vessel. Grand Entryway and Elegant Rotunda. Enter the Enigma. Bashful Beastie. Bird Trap. Ragged Playmates. Trapped in the Screen.
Ooh.
Friendly Pity. All right.
Whoa.
What a pack.
What a pack. What a mighty fine pack. Woo. What a pack. All right.
Pack.
Now, everybody, it's time to calm down, chill out, get less excited about things. You know, I'm kidding. We want to be excited about things because Wizards of the Coast is an amazing company. They're doing a lot. No one's perfect, but they're doing a lot. And we're going to start rolling off into the show section. And since I know he's here before he has to leave, we're going to start with Mugaful.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Okay, I'm gonna try get around to recording something. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna try to get around to doing that and uploading it on YouTube and stuff.
Right.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. All right, then we're going to roll off into the blazing chair of Hellwiller.
Hey. So I will leave KJ to discuss tonight. But on Friday, we have Question Chaos. And I believe this week we're going to be looking at the restricted list and the limited list. So those cards that you're only allowed one in your deck or at most two. So that will be an interesting chat. And then we'll also be seeing if there's any cards that we think should possibly be put on that list. So if you want to know more about the game and the cards, head on down on Friday. And Saturday I'll be about for games if anyone wants to play me from 6 Central, I think it is. It's about midnight my time. But yes. So if you want to play any locale TCG or learn how to play it, hit me up.
That's right. She's got the goods. She walks around town with a trench coat. She opens the trench coat with all these locale cards. It's like, you want to buy a trading card game? You want to buy a trading card game? All right. Now, going on to the rolling head in a jar, we got KJ.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good day today. So tonight, Jesse and I will be doing an episode of Procrastinating Across the Oceans. And I've been doing some fun stuff lately. If you guys have been watching, I've been making a few games and whatnot. But tonight we're going to be doing a spinner wheel story game where we're going to challenge AI to make fan fiction. Now we have things on a spinner wheel that will give prompts to the AI. Then Jesse and I will both read from this AI fan fiction.
Nice.
Also, don't forget to join us on December the 6th, where Jessie Hellwheeler is celebrating her birthday. We're going to be playing some Jack's Box games, and we got some great community content. So check it out. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to let everybody know about all that.
Yeah. And now we're going to roll off into the MTG, the Hillbilly.
What's up, everybody? Now, I'm at 692 subs. Trying to get to that 700 before my 50th birthday is in January. Yeah, the big 5-0. Anyway, to support the channels, all you gotta do is like, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Leave a comment, because that helps the channels grow. Every little thing that you can do to help a channel grow, let's do it. Anyway, about my channel here now. We're doing at 2 o'clock. I'm going to try to climb the ladder, see if I can get to that mythic rank on Arena. So if you want to see some Arena gameplay, come on over to my channel at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time every day. And I'll see. And that is all I have to show for today.
All right. And we're going to go over to Could You Dude.
Hey, everybody. I do have a song of the day. It seems that Can Shaker picked one out already, but hey, we'll go with another one. I'm going off with Emotional Rescue by the Rolling Stones. And I think it works in for Magic because Magic is a rescue for everybody who plays Magic. It's emotional somehow. So that's why I'm picking it. Anyway, that's all I have. Keep supporting the channels, and I get on again when I can.
Yeah.
All right, back to the master himself.
The master himself. The master disguise. No, I'm kidding. But everybody, today is Wednesday, so don't forget, tonight we're going to play some Horizon Zero Dawn. Try to do stuff. We're going to try to do some stuff in Horizon Zero Dawn. And what are we doing? I don't know. I'm still lost in the game trying to figure myself out there. But on top of everything going on in the game, trying to figure things out, tomorrow's Thursday. I'll probably be on DJ stream tomorrow just to promote my auction. That's just why I brought that up, because I have an auction coming up on this Friday. And I got that auction, fundraiser auction, held on November 22nd, 2024, live only on YouTube. Pay using only PayPal after the auction is over. When you're done bidding on all the stuff you might want. PayPal use friends and family only. Notes are for YouTube and Discord names. Must be part of the Discord for communication purposes. And we're going to be starting at 5 p.m. Friday night. Ooh. Yeah, and there's some stuff you got to watch out for. Like you can get a chance to win this sweet Willie Nelson cassette tape.
Ooh.
Or the Who. It's hard cassette tape. And other stuff brought to us by Could You Dude for the auction. Like, I know one thing that most people are excited about is this Iron Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. People want to win that. Ew.
Yeah.
Like, most of the discs are in good condition, but I'd say mainly for display purposes. These are really cool to hang up on your shelf and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just can't beat the old artwork that they had back in the day.
Sure can't.
But I want to thank everybody for joining the show today. Thank you, Hillbilly, KJ, Cowboy Dan, Hill, Willer, Mooginful, Could You Do for being here today. I want to thank everybody in chat for being here today. You guys rock. You guys rule. And if you're wondering, James is the coolest subscriber. All right. But on top of that, I want to thank everybody for participating and going along with the show. Hope it goes around. Share the show with a friend. Hit that like button if you're new to this channel. Hit that subscribe button. If you want more content like this, every day we try to do this every day. And I want to remind you, everybody, that you are awesome. You're amazing, right? But also, mainly, I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, someone's day, make them feel a little bit better today, because you rock.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flair. Superfast daughters is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes. Shall shock, go. The daughters play. He's the one to watch, the king of MTG play.